man, was that some kind of episode or what? We had a great week going into that one. Let's not hesitate. Let's bring everyone in. You kind of got a quick glimpse behind the stage there. So let's get on with it. Let's bring in my co-host, Lisa.
Hi, everybody. Oh, this is going to be a good one tonight. I'm excited.
D.
It's going to be a good, episode. A lot of answers for me and a good winner.
Colleen.
Oh my goodness, what a week that we have all survived in BB land. I'm looking forward to it, house guests.
And sadly, Meow will not be joining us tonight. Get some rest, Meow. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Anyway, let's jump right into it. I guess we can start with what happened in our last episode when we talked about the different events that happened during our casino night. We were talking about how sadly Rachel Riley, the icon, the legend, got ousted from the house.
Ousted.
Anybody wanna comment on this? Colleen, would you like to say anything about the demise of Rachel Riley?
Well, yeah, I think it was, and I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the various podcasts and things, but I really think it was sort of like an unintentional situation that occurred. Obviously, Rachel was a favored player, right? A popular player as a returning player. But they set these things up, ahead of time. And it just how it happened is that she ended up, through a set of circumstances, she ended up being the one to go. But because it was everyone's favorite, people were not happy about it. It was a situation that was kind of unusual, right? But it says expect the unexpected. But the unusual situation was that it was more of a reindeer games type of comp for this certain elimination. I mean, there was strategy involved and things like that, and in order of picking of who's going to compete in this particular wheel and all of that. So it was sort of a combo of things, but it wasn't what people are used to at this stage of the game. So because of that, people were extremely upset. And because their favorite got eliminated, which I understand because I'd feel the same way. But so yeah, it was just sort of, it kind of happened how it happened. It wasn't like anything purposeful or anything. It just ended up she was the one through, various things that occurred, obviously.
Well, Rachel does join a very short list of house guests that have never had a vote cast against them.
Yes.
Have been removed from the house. I'm not talking about expulsions from the house. People getting kicked out for bad behavior or
bad words or whatever. Yeah.
Or whatever that means. I'm talking about the I forget her. I forget her name. Terrible.
She wasn't on the block. Yeah.
But in season 14, Dan was a coach, and his one of his 3 players on his coach's team,
Danielle.
It's Danielle.
Went to the end with him, yes, but on the very first night, without a vote cast against her, she was removed from the game instantly. And she was the first person I can think of that was removed without having a vote cast and having and with no fault of their own, having to go home.
Yeah.
So Rachel joins that very short list. And that's and there's only just a few times I can think of, not right off the top of my head, but
of course back then as well, there wasn't the social media presence that there is today. So people that were upset or not upset or whatnot, there wasn't X, Twitter, and all the rest of it. Like there is,
That's right.
so things sort of get magnified these days because everything is out there. But anyway, so that's what happened. Rachel got eliminated.
Any
Yeah.
other comments about the icon before we move on into the rest of the events of the week?
Well, I can not to keep talking, but I can also say I thought she handled herself well. I thought Tyler handled it well. He could see how,
Okay.
obviously she was
Oh
very
yeah.
she was very upset and everything. And he was like, how did he know this was going to happen or that it was going to be her, right? So, and he's obviously told not to say anything or get involved because he can't show bias. But obviously, when it was over and she was in tears and stuff, he hugged her and he handled it very well. I thought very professionally. She did too, considering everything involved.
Yeah. Yeah. Even her interview tonight with Julie, I think it was good. It was still really lighthearted.
Very
She-
diplomatic, yeah.
And she was
I
really transparent about it. Like, I knew I
Yes.
was toast and blah, blah, blah. And even Julie was asking her about her strategy going into that. And she admitted, yeah, I could have done this. I could have. So it was nice to hear them two talking. And Julie's like, well, expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, yeah. So it was a cool, like, lighthearted
good
way
send-off.
to close
Yes.
that up.
And just not to harp on it or anything, but I wanted to get back to that other person, Jody Rollins. I looked it up. Jody was the
very good.
oldest person in the house on season 14, a year older than Mike Boogie at 42.
Yeah.
And that was Dan's evicted night one.
Mhm.
Dan's player on his team. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
No, it's good.
She
deserves-
deserves
reminder.
her credit.
You're right.
she
It was a good
deserves her-
reminder. Yes.
Yeah, she deserves her credit for that. There might have been a few other people that got ousted in a messed up way, but it's not unheard of or unprecedented like it came across about how dare Big Brother, right?
That was
things like this
exactly
have
my
happened before.
feeling. Yes, I agree with you, Ed. It wasn't like, it hurts, and it hurts mostly because so many people were rooting for her. Unlike previous seasons, a lot of times she didn't really have the fan vote because in previous seasons, sometimes she did. It was kind of half and half. But this time around, people liked her gameplay better in that, and so
To kind of play what you just said, Ed. If you remember the show Like Me, Dan decide between the two girls. So please let it be remembered. It's not the same way as the queen came out of the house with a door. Not even.
No, you are right that Dan made a decision.
Yeah,
I was just comparing
the chubby one.
No, he picked the oldest person in the house. Yeah, he picked the oldest person in the house. Yeah.
No, he picked the chubby one.
Yes, he did. Well, she also happened to be chubby, yes.
Exactly.
But she was also the oldest person in the house. And he just happened to have her, and he had to pick somebody. It was either Danielle or her. And I guess Dan felt that he could manipulate Danielle, which I guess he ended up being right about that, more than he could have manipulated Jody, I suppose. And he assessed all that night one.
Right?
Yeah, he's a genius. Night one, he says he knows everything about those girls.
I know, and he proved to be true. How is that? That is so weird.
You don't know nobody from day one. Come on.
Except Dan, because it proved to be true.
Oh,
Or
sure.
did he just get lucky?
Maybe both.
No.
But he had to pick
good
between
choice.
two people, and he picked the right one.
Yeah.
Because Jody wouldn't have fallen for any of that stuff that Danielle did. I don't think. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to our season that we're talking about. So we continue forward, and we find out that in the competition that ousted Rachel, we get an HOH, and that HOH is Lauren. Lauren has the best time on the competition. That awards her the HOH.
Mm-hmm.
And this time, Lauren isn't going to be listening to anyone and is going to do what she wants to do and is going to make her own decisions
That's right.
as to who
Yes.
goes on the block. And she's tired of doing what everybody else wants.
I'm proud of her. Yes.
That's right. And she promptly puts up Morgan, Captain Will, and Ashley.
Yep.
So, Lisa, what do you think about Lauren's nominations?
Well, I think that they had already or were on the cusp of making an alliance between Lauren, Kelly, and Ava, is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So Lauren, Kelly, and Ava. So those two weren't going anywhere. And she wasn't about to put Vince on the block, even though she probably should have. First of all, payback for like 3 times screwing her over.
Yeah.
And or favors that she did for him. So
Yeah, but Vince did pick her second.
he did, but that's part of his thing. Like, I'll give you a little piece of bait on the hook, just a little piece of bait. I'm not going to feed you, just a little snack, and then
Yeah, it was sort of payback. Yeah, for
right, and then they
favors,
come
yeah.
back. She comes back to him, her loyalty, right? So I don't know, but I think those are the only people left in the house. So
Yeah,
process of elimination.
pretty much. Yes,
Not
exactly.
her friends.
Well, yeah, it's just that Keanu didn't see his way on the initial nomination block.
No, he didn't. But
I think she had an ultimate plan for that, though, because they were kind of considering. Lauren did realize that there was a good chance one of those 3 was going to get veto, and that Keanu was always the backup plan to put as the renom. She had said that. Yeah, she had already said that, like, before. I don't recall when, but
she said it on last night's episode in the DR.
Yeah, they had always
was her
planned it.
HOH then.
Yeah.
It was her HOH. She had it all figured out.
Yeah, there weren't many decisions to make. It was just, don't put your friends up.
Right.
Well, she did that before. That's what I mean. I don't. I
Well,
don't know
because
why that was on the table.
right, because before there were more options, and she had to talk to everybody and kind of satisfy everybody and be like, I don't know, to everybody. But now you can't really do that. Now they know who her friends are.
Exactly. It's all exposed out there. Yes.
There's no like, oh, I don't know what to do.
So the lines are definitely drawn in the sand in the house then.
Yep.
Oh yeah, very gently.
Okay.
They know they're there, but they're not like against each other.
Okay, so that means with 3 nominees, you have to go into a veto competition. You get the HOH, which is Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
You get your 3 nominees: Morgan, Will, and Ashley.
Uh-huh.
And then you need 2 more picks to come in and round out the veto competition. And this particular veto competition is one of the most iconic that there's ever been, and that's got to be the BB Comics veto competition. And
everybody looks forward to it. Yep.
Is where I have to turn it over. I've got to turn it over to D. D, can you please tell us about the BB Comics, iconic BB Comics competition, and who may have won this veto?
The 2 extra pick were Ava and Vince.
Oh, thank you, Ava and Vince.
And everybody played in it, and some people were like, slow enough, fast enough. But when it comes to Will, I don't blame him. He took his time, and then he did finish it though.
Okay, props.
So Lauren was faster,
Lauren.
but first Morgan went before Lauren, if I remember right. And Morgan was competitive, up and down, and check it
Sure.
again.
She's an athlete.
Did it very well, and then she pressed the buzzer. But then there comes Lauren. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm finishing it. I'm done. But I'm gonna wait
That was
before I
funny.
press the buzzer.
Yes.
I'm gonna
She
wait.
went with it.
I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna
Whoa!
wait. Oh, and I'm gonna press the buzzer.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means if she would have pressed the buzzer, she would have been the veto winner.
And she didn't want to be.
And that's what she said before she even started. Now, when it comes to Vance, he did his thing, but amazingly, he thought he did it really fast, which, no, no, he did not. Just like, I think in his own world, he thought it was fast, but he was not. Unfortunately for him, he did not win the veto, but Morgan did.
Yes.
Morgan!
Yes,
But
she
I'll be
did.
honest with you, I really believe that both of them, Vince and Lauren, sort of wanted Morgan to win her own.
Yeah.
That way,
Me too.
there's no blood on the other two's hands in front of other people. Like, oh, I'm taking you off the block. Nobody wanted that at this point in the game, so they kind of wanted her to take herself off, in my opinion, anyway.
Well, it is the truth because they were saying it, and Dee, maybe you could help me out with this one because I saw some clips from live feeds this week, and
Okay.
I missed a ton of live feeds this week, but I saw some clips, and one of them they kept talking about Lauren winning the veto and using it on someone. I was like, why is this even a conversation right now?
Yeah.
And then thank God in last night's episode in the DR, Lauren was saying, like, I'm planning on not winning this because why am I going to go take somebody off the block? They can just take themselves off the block. And then I'm right.
And that's the reason why she needed a reason to put up Keanu without blood on her hands.
So then, Dee, why they were actually like? Was she actually considering at any point winning the veto and using it on one of her nominations?
No.
Oh,
she
thank
did
God.
not want to be part of that.
Yeah,
thank God.
Not. Yeah, I would hope not.
No, she didn't. If it's gonna be one, it is winning. But if she did, she had no intention to ask someone else to use it. I think her true person she wanted out that way was Morgan.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully this week Morgan woke up. Hold the pedal on that one, but hopefully she wakes up.
Yeah.
Because if she doesn't wake up and then want this mustache guy out, it's never going to happen for her.
Yeah.
I had to mention Vince. Oh man, he's playing a masterful game, isn't he?
Oh, for real.
He's got Lauren and Morgan against each other, but
crazy.
Also he's the three. It's the three of them, but he's got them to take each other out, and he gets to sit at the end. It is so
not the best player. He's not the best player. I disagree.
They're both taking him.
I'm enjoying watching him wrestle with everything and sweating it out. It's like watching a movie. I mean, it's just hysterical. I can't wait to stay tuned to the next episode as he's juggling both of these girls. And it's
hands are covered in your blood. I am the most dominant, masterful, and strategic player in this house.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yes.
You know what you need to do, Ed? We need to get a picture of Jag and put a Vince mustache on him.
Yes, that'd be great. I love that. That'd be awesome.
Sadly, my studio is down for the moment.
Next episode.
I'm doing that. I am doing that.
Before we end up leaving the veto thing, I wanted to bring up one more thing, and that was in regards to Will. It's just something of note. It was, I guess, not funny, but it was a little funny to me. The way he had a lot going on, right? Obviously he's older and he had to have, ace bandages on his knees, and he kept falling and getting up, and he just had a lot going on, poor guy.
Yeah,
And
what
it
a
was
trooper,
just
though.
like
I mean, he still wanted to be in the house. You could tell.
Yeah.
By the end
He
of
wasn't
it,
ready.
it looked like he was Rocky. It looked like sorry. I was willing him with the song. Dun 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 dun. You can do this, Will.
Oh, I'm so sad. I'm okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
So we got the BB Comics. Morgan ends up winning. I think you said D.
Yep.
So that leaves her with the veto. No doubt she's got to take herself off the block, right?
Yep.
Right.
I'm not
it's
saying
up in the
anything.
air. We don't know. Right?
I'm not
anything.
saying a word.
So anyway, she takes herself off the block, and Lauren has to nominate somebody. Would you mind letting us know the rest of the way?
D?
Oh, you're talking to me now?
Yes.
Okay. Again, I'm not going to say it again. You know why. Right? I'm not going to repeat myself, Ed. Again.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
She used the video on herself, and that's it.
Right.
And Keanu talked to Lee, what's her name? But she's so into her game with Lover Boys that she care only about Vince, like the other one. So obviously, of course, she's gonna put Keanu up because that's a masterpiece of a season so far.
So Keanu is the nominee replacement.
Yes.
I do have to say something about this, and that is, kudos to Keanu, because obviously he knew he was probably going up, right? But the whole time period, whatever it is, a couple days, whatever, the whole time period before, he was working it, I must say. He was trying to convince, Vince and whatever, or he was trying to convince Lauren. Wait, who got the HOH? I forgot.
Yeah, Lauren.
He was trying to convince Lauren why it would be better for all their games for her to put up Vince instead of him, right?
It didn't stop there.
The way he explained it was pretty good, right? And knowing Lauren, she might have bought it. There was a chance, but she ended up not buying it. But I admire Keanu because he gave it a good try. He assessed the situation and he thought, I might be able to pull this off.
Well, I think he's in this headspace of always been in this headspace of I have nothing to lose. So he does these things. And the best part too was when the one part of the feeds I actually caught this week, thank goodness, was him with Vince telling Vince how shit his game is.
Oh, I love those moments.
That's crazy.
It was a whole conversation. He's like,
I'm loving this dude.
You pissed a lot of people.
It reminded me of that time earlier in the season when he was lecturing during Vince's HOH for not, putting up, major players. Do you guys remember this when he was like giving him what we call a TED Talk? Was giving him a TED Talk early on in the season, right? About his nominations. It reminded me of that. So their relationship has been kind of hysterical to me. But anyway.
But there's been so many like that. Like the Rachel Keanu relationship too.
Yes.
So funny. Ava off the bat couldn't stand. Okay, I guess the common denominator is Keanu in all these examples.
Right. Exactly.
So he's had a lot of these relationships with people.
Yeah.
And he still doesn't have quite a solid read on the house, does he? Even with down to 7 people, are we down to now?
Yeah. It's hard to say.
7.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't even have a good read on this house. This house, how can you have a good read on this house? It's been impossible this year. Everyone's flipping and flipping and flipping and forming new alliances every other day. And it's like, I can't keep up.
Yeah.
So I don't even know how you can read this dang house, to be honest. Been the craziest bunch of people in a long time.
All right.
But anyway.
Okay, so with Keanu being nominated and then winning the blockbuster for his safety, it leaves us down to 2 people left to be voted on.
Yeah.
Will and Ashley.
Yeah. That blockbuster was that one, the rope tangle one, where you have to get your rope to the end of the course. And it was pretty underwhelming, I gotta say.
Yeah.
It was fun watching Keanu, because Keanu would like grab on and shoot through, like he looked like a superhero
And then
sometimes.
Will was
like...
kind of sitting on the side or whatever Will was doing. I don't know. And then Will thought he won, and I was like...
And Ashley was doing well, but it was just like there was no head to head. There was no, I don't know, no funny
you're right.
moments.
It was
Nobody
less
was
than
like
exciting.
testing and double testing and triple testing. It was just like, okay.
Yeah, it was very much like that. But I think Keanu was probably happy with that. He's like, oh, good. They aren't even that invested. This is great. I'm just going to do this.
Yeah, right. Oh, but yeah, sorry. It was
what was funny, I must say, what was funny after he won that, when they're coming down the stairs, right? Oh my gosh, you guys, when they announced that Keanu won, I never seen such a lackluster bunch of clapping. Everyone was just kind of like, oh, yay.
Yeah.
Yay, great. Keanu won. I could see Ava's face. I could see how, like, they were hoping to get out of Comp Beast tonight, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, there was no doubt that Keanu was going home if he did not.
Yeah, and that was the plan. Right? Like, what are the odds? One of the other ones of you guys can win this thing. Oh, yeah, that was funny.
Okay, so you got Ashley and Will sitting in chairs. These people have.
By the way, Ashley was going to keep him. You guys have not watched the show properly like me. Ashley was going to keep him.
Yeah.
Was going to keep Keanu. Okay.
Yes. She realized it's the right change for Rachel. For her, is Keanu.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ashley would have voted out Will and kept Keanu.
No matter what.
Anybody else going to vote out Will over Keanu, or was it just Ashley?
They cut off the rest when she was talking to Morgan.
Oh.
So I'll never know.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
I love the feet.
I guess another thing I wanted to talk about was Ava. She had mentioned during her time here that she, during the wheel mouse competition, the one that eliminated Rachel, that Lauren won the HOH on.
Yes.
She had mentioned how Rachel had made her mad because she had, grabbed her by the arm and flung her into a room and started talking to her and everything.
Yes.
And, there was a big uproar about this, right? About, oh man, I better see some some arms coming out of sockets.
Yes. Well,
it better be every bit as hellacious as you're describing, Ava, because you won't shut up about it. How bad was it?
Yes.
Well, the other version I saw showed her being yanked around. So
funny you should mention this. Funny you should mention this, Ed, because I actually have the answer to this.
Nice.
I had recently seen, and people can probably find it. Anyways, there was a podcast, or I don't know if it was TikTok maybe, that was done that had Catherine, Adrian, Zach, Jimmy, and Amy on it.
Oh, okay.
A few hours long. A lot going on in the world yesterday, so I didn't get. Yesterday was when I was listening to it. I didn't get through the whole thing, but I got through a few hours. It was several hours. Anyway, that question was asked in their live chat about it. And what Catherine, and I believe it was Jimmy, it was verified by several of them, but Catherine got the question originally. I don't know why they were directing to different people, and they asked about the arm thing with Ava. And Catherine gave some background. Evidently, it was known to them that every single week, because Catherine said, "Oh, I know why that." She goes, I know sort of the lead up to that. Every single week before eviction, evidently, Rachel was doing this to Ava, where, like Catherine said, it'd be moments, like 2 minutes before eviction, where Ava would have her vote, knowing exactly how she was going to vote after all the things they do to make their decisions, and she'd be all set to vote. And she said Rachel would grab her in some way. I mean, I don't know technically how the grab was, but in any case, would pull her off. Always, right? Everybody would see it. She'd pull her off, have a talk to her, and Ava would flip every single week. They said this happened every week. And so what Catherine thinks happened, she said, I think she had just sort of had it with this, and that every single week she's getting pulled to the side to change her vote last minute, and she was kind of tired of it. And in the pressure of the moment and where we are at in the game right now and such, that she just believes it was like one of these last straw kind of things, because it like wasn't a one-time event.
Okay,
And that's just an interpretation anyway.
If it's that, and I guess I'll give Catherine the benefit of the doubt, she was in there and knows she's saying this publicly, so I doubt it's a lie, but right, I'll take it for what it is. Because initially when I saw it, well, first when I heard about it, I was like, oh my God, I got to see this. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh,
it didn't look
the people,
like nothing.
the titles of the, whatever, the titles of the posts are like, oh, grabbed her by the arm and dragged her across the house. I was like, what's going on? And I get it. Like in Big Brother, you have a short amount of time. You just, they're teammates. So she's just pulling her teammate into a room in a rush. That's how I saw it.
Yes.
I didn't see it as whatever, but so no, then if that's true, and I say like Rachel's completely innocent and not completely innocent. I get it if people don't want hands put on them.
Right. There's space and all that stuff.
I understand, but still, it's like I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I mean, no, but the whole while, it was like, hey, 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 hey.
Yeah.
Well, she said it twice. She said, "Oh, that's what she said," and I was like, okay, so that because people were saying that she was like pulling away, that she was shouting the whole way, and that's not what I saw.
No,
maybe I'm wrong.
But I could picture though, if it is,
but then if that's true, what Catherine's saying, I can understand that.
If it is with the backdrop of that other, I can sort of understand a little bit, because she's thinking, oh, not again, like the most important thing of the season so far, where we just, we're having competitions like we've never had before, and now you're doing this to me. Like, I think it was just in the moment. I think it was a thing in the moment, and like. It probably was for her personally, just like in that moment. She's just like, okay, you know what? Let me do this. And don't be like, I don't want to be talked to, influenced, all the things, right? And it didn't sort of matter anyway, because then, of course, everybody was kind of ticked at that afterward, because then, of course, Keanu's like, well, I want to talk too. Like, we all want to talk. And we got like 5 minutes before this stupid thing is going to squawk, right?
Well, I'm glad they didn't just let her overtake that. I'm glad Keanu came in and she's like, Keanu, I'm trying to talk to her. Like Rachel would have done the same thing. He's like,
I want the 6 minutes too. So I'm a big guy. It's going to take me, who knows? Right. Am I going to fumble around this maze thing?
Well,
I don't know. We all want the 6 minutes.
He just took a page out of Rachel's book. Like she's got some good tips. So he made sure he was in that room. He was not leaving. Like she would advise the same thing.
Yes. He took a page right out of exactly. Out of the playbook.
It's definitely an energetic moment.
But yeah, it did add to the entertainment, I must say, for sure. Just another crazy thing about this week, the arm pull. The arm pull incident. I mean, we've had Showergate, we've had arm pull incident, we've had a love triangle with a bestie and a looks like girlfriend, boy. Like, who knows?
Yeah.
This has been one crazy season.
Pete the Sock. Don't forget about Pete the Sock.
Yeah, Pete's a sock.
Pete the Sock.
Yeah.
Gross.
They announced at the end of the episode that Zingbot would be coming in next week.
Yes, he is.
Any thoughts on Zingbot? Are we looking forward to this? Is it a little too much? Where are we at on Zingbot? What about
I
you,
think.
Colleen? Well, let's go with Colleen first.
Yeah,
Well, you know,
go.
I think Zingbot is so sexy, you know? I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
I think he's
goodness.
totally
okay.
cute.
He
I'm
does
really
it
looking
for you.
forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. I wonder if he's going to get a new outfit this year or anything. Like, come
Oh,
on,
wow.
Zingbot, step it up. Step it up. I'm looking forward to it, but bummer, sadly, for me, a lot of the ones that would have had really great, you know,
Zings.
they would have had great takedowns. They're out of the house. So, I mean, I'm happy, but a lot of our house guests that are left aren't exactly the most colorful. All the colorful players have left the building. Can I say it like that? The colorful players with all the fun things that would have been said.
Exactly, right?
So I don't know how Zingbot's going to handle like Ava and, you know, Ashley. It's going to be Showergate, you know. Oh, wow. You're like, we haven't heard that before. Like, I don't know what he's going to do with the players that are left. But
yeah.
We'll see.
What about you, Lisa? You were saying something.
I was just gonna say I'm not looking forward to being disappointed, but I
know.
In the case of Zingbot, expect the expected. It's been flop
Right?
after flop.
Exactly right.
So I hope for some redemption, some good ones coming.
Are you a fan of Zingbot, D?
Sometimes I do better zing than he does.
That's for damn sure.
So I can imagine that Vince is going to be stung pretty hard. Keanu will probably be stung pretty hard. Kelly might get stung pretty hard, but yeah, I'm trying to think of who could or who would be. I mean, is Morgan going to get some grief over her behavior towards Vince?
I don't know, some kind of like homewrecker joke.
Well, it's not really being put on the edited versions, but the live feeds will lead you to believe that she is just hung up and head over heels on Vince. It makes me just want to be like, you know, Morgan, I've got a job, you know. And just saying that might make her turn her head or something.
I'm telling you, this has been the craziest thing because, you know, it started out, I recall the beginning was that it was Lauren and Vince, right? Like that first week or whatever, like they were sort of a partner or a duo.
No, I mean not
romantic.
Vince.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, right.
I don't mean romantically. I mean, you know,
no, final two.
They were a duo.
Vince made final twos with everybody. His HOH first.
Right.
Week, yes.
But I mean, he's really stuck with Lauren, obviously, this whole time, like voting wise and all the rest. So, but during that time, during the initial part of the season, Morgan was into Zach and Zach was into Lauren, right? So there was that whole triangle going on. Where Zach was into Lauren and Morgan was into Zach. And then all of a sudden after Zach's gone, well, that's taken out. And now Morgan is into Vince after Zach leaves. Mm-hmm. And now she's being very, I have to say, very ownership of Vince. I mean to say, very ownership of Vince. And it's like, well, you're picking me, pick me. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, it's like, if that's how, if that's how he is with you, maybe rethink your choices. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
No,
you're
but
still
you know
with
what,
them
too?
there. You're still with them there every night. And it's like.
Yeah. And she also says, like, oh, we're just friends. Oh, we're just friends. Right. Oh, we're just friends. I can't wait to meet his girlfriend. And then in the same moment, she's crying and upset and offended that he didn't pick her first. And now this
he's
stuff about
picking
how
Lauren first. He's picking Lauren over me, your best friend over me. And also she knows that Lauren isn't a romantic partner. Laura is sort of like, Lauren is like a, big brother, competition partner.
That's what's making her more upset, is that she has to put more effort in, and he's still going to pick her first.
But yet they started at the beginning together, and she knows that because obviously she knows that.
Can I ask you something, guys? Do you think that Vince would have been this quote unquote loyal, which he hasn't been, but loyal to Lauren if she didn't get that HOH?
Well, I mean,
don't know.
That's a tough one. He has
That's
been
a
put in
great
that spot.
question.
Right, because from the beginning, he was in her HOH room every day, contemplating all the choices, being indecisive together, blah, 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 blah. Everyone's saying this is Vince's HOH. So I think that pushed them closer together. Whereas, like you guys said, he made final twos with everybody week 1. So if Lauren wasn't in that role of power, do you think he would have ever spent that much time with her, or would she just be another final two?
Well, I think it's because she did establish herself as
at the beginning.
Well, near the beginning anyway. I mean, he could have dumped her just like he dumped Kelly, because Kelly was winning safety and was kind of annoying, and Lauren was not annoying and got power
and winning power.
There's a different dynamic between safety and power as far as competition goes. So and of course Vince, like you touched on it, right? He's able to put influence over Lauren in the decision making process as to what's to he
learned that week for sure.
And also so much has changed in this house, right? Because at the beginning, when they were like forming their alignment, we had a lot of other dynamics in the house going on. We had Riley and Catherine thing going on.
Right.
We had Zach. We had Adrian, who had memorized every comp at home. He was ready to kill on all that stuff. We had Zach.
We never know.
I mean, we have. But anyways, it was a whole different dynamic. There was a lot of other subgroups going on back then. But so Morgan wasn't really tight with Vince in that era, the beginning era, with all the other dynamics going on. Mm-hmm. It's been more that the house has kind of been halved, right? And we're getting to the end now, and most of those other players are gone, that you notice things more and things seem more intense. But the whole dynamic has switched since they had formed their final two or whatever. The whole dynamic of who's there and everything has, switched.
Yeah.
Or it's changed a lot, I guess. But anyway, I just think this week is going to be really something.
I know, because where were you at?
I'm dying to find out who wins HOH tonight, you guys.
That's what I just was coming to D with that. Who do you think is going to win the HOH tonight? The only person not eligible is Lauren, I believe.
Who I want to win is Keanu, and who I don't want to win is Dum Mustache.
It's
there's a nickname.
Vinny the Lip.
Okay, so if Keanu were to win, who do you think he would put up as his?
Put up the guy that you told
I think
Jackie.
He will finally.
He told Jackie exactly. I mean, what's her name? Kelly. He told Kelly by himself that he was going to put up the 3 big guy, and
he's got to. He's got to. It's time. Yeah, I think he will. I think he will.
What about you, Lisa? You too?
Well, I know he was talking about putting Lauren up on the feeds.
Okay.
And then I guess so. Morgan.
Yeah, he should put up the trio, because they are a love triangle, and he can just say that in his little argument there,
Exactly.
Well, I'm putting all 3 of you up because I got to split up this threesome here.
and he doesn't really have to say anything. He has
Right, they know. So
You know
there
what I
won't
mean?
be a lot of blood because it's an obvious thing that's been going on, for the past 3
anything
weeks.
that
So,
he does would be retaliation. So it's
yeah.
it's good.
But who cares at this point? At this point of the game, it's cutthroat. It's like whatever. Got to get to that end.
Yeah.
Off you all go now. I've used you all as far as I can use you, and now you got to go.
All right, Colleen. So we hear that Keanu is a favorite of Dee's, and Vince is at the bottom of that totem pole. Where are you at as far as your choice?
Oh, I'm definitely Team Keanu at this point because
okay.
he was one of my last picks out of all my picks. I've gone through them all. They've all been evicted. So out of what's left, Keanu's my guy. So I'm really hoping he takes it all the way. I am not a Vinny fan. I'm probably with
Not?
Dean. Not.
Oh,
N-O-T.
okay.
Not a Vinny fan.
Not a Vinny fan. Okay.
I might get some pushback on this one. And now I'm even talking like her. I do like Lauren. Okay, this is what I started to do like she does, right? Where she's like, I think. No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, but I have to give her kudos, right? Because throughout this game, I mean, she hasn't just sat around. She's tried to form connections. She's won stuff. She's not a dummy.
She's won a lot,
right?
yeah.
And so I get she's got her quirks, but all of them have quirks, right? They all do. They all
Hers
have
is just that it's just dull. She's sweet,
yes,
but it's dull for
very
a
good.
TV
That's
show.
perfect how you say it. So I
But
guess
she's been on top of it. Like she's had great reads.
Yes.
She and the comp she's winning are the details in the house, like the stuff you have to study.
Right.
So she's got a really good memory, or she knows what she has to
Yes.
practice.
Oh,
So in answer to your question, Ed, if I was
Yeah.
ranking them, I wouldn't be upset. Like if Lauren's sort of up there, like Keanu is the one I want, right? But like if Lauren sort of got up there, ended up final 2 or something, between those, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't.
Really?
Who do I want? You guys aren't gonna like me, but I don't want Ashley in the final 2. Could happen.
Okay.
Not really what I'm wanting. Ava, I probably like the rest of the world. I don't know. I loved her. I didn't love her. I loved her. I didn't love her.
Cass.
I don't know where I'm at with Ava, to be honest. I just don't know about her. And Kelly's a dark horse, right? Like, I mean, I could see her getting there, but I'm not sure. She'll probably be eliminated before getting to that final 2 chair. But I'm Team Keanu, so let's see what happens.
Okay, so do you have somebody that you'd least like to see win the HOH this week? Is it Vinny?
Oh, Ashley. Ashley's who I would least like to see. Yeah.
Okay.
Get it.
And what
Or
about
Morgan.
you, Lisa?
Either one, honestly, but I'll say Ashley.
Okay. What about you, Lisa?
Here, I'll be Lauren, because I'm not really sure. Like, I'm more interested to just like see how it all plays out, because for me anything is kind of like an equal outcome. Like, okay, I don't know, because Cass in the chat, she writes Keanu wants to put up Ava, Lauren, and Kelly, so that changes.
We had mentioned earlier that those 3 had just recently become an alliance, right?
Yeah, they become an alliance, so that could be why. Yeah,
anyway,
that
go
could
ahead.
be why.
See, because I was just gonna say, like, whoever goes up, whoever wins HOH, we kind of know who they're putting up to like we have an idea. But now maybe I'm wrong, because
I know that what she's
I thought
just saying,
Keanu was
what
like
Cass
putting
is
up
saying
other
is like
people.
throwing me off now.
I got to do a little bit of studying myself tonight.
I have to recalculate.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know who I'd want to. I don't know who. If I guess I don't want. I don't know.
I know.
Who do I not
tough,
want to
right?
win? I mean, I think
that are left.
Yeah.
All the really great people have already been evicted. So it's
Like for Keanu, it would be cool to see him keep winning and keep doing this and keep having this attitude and energy. Like it seems like he's the only one who wants it, or who just wants to play.
The others seem to kind of just be going along to go along.
And I know they all have a different approach. Like Kelly, I'm not impressed. I wasn't impressed with her game in the beginning. I'm not impressed with her game now. So
she is there just to instigate, I think.
But if somehow she makes it there and convinces them to vote for her, I guess she won. But I don't see that happening.
I know. It's the oddest thing how things have panned out. Boy. Yes.
So yeah, I'm going to keep it at that. I'll do a little more thinking. Ask me again on Saturday.
You may.
Okay, so you're pleading the fifth on your favorite to win the HOH and your least favorite to win the HOH.
This HOH, yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'm feeling Ashley's going to win it.
You think? What kind of HOH do you think this is going to be?
I do too.
Yeah.
Because I've been
telling you, she played even though the rogue thing, she was going very slow. I could see it in the end of the thing. She was starting to get used to it, and she was going a little faster. So I think this girl has more than people think.
I already know it.
And she's going to surprise some of us, and they'll be like, uh-oh.
Everybody that's left the house so far has been, their opinion of Ashley is pretty much the same. And of course, she's nothing like that. She's
and if she adds on a competition to that,
she can win. Well, you said that she did pretty well in this competition that Keanu.
Yeah, I was watching all three of them because I didn't want the camera to fool me of the win again.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't keep my eyes off all three of them. And I was seeing Ashley, her running and doing her thing and pulling the rope like he was doing. And she was getting there. She didn't give up. She didn't give it to him. Trust me. She was jumping and doing her thing. She didn't look at him. She was only paying attention to what she was doing.
Yeah.
Because there's another backdrop to that too. There was at some point, like I said, I haven't watched the feeds in a couple of days, but I think I might have been even a week ago or whatever. That I had
what you wrote on there.
I had.
Oh my God, Cass, really?
I had seen a little bit in that.
Sorry.
That's all right.
It's what she wrote. Oh my God.
There was a point. There was a point where Vince was Vince and Morgan, Ashley, and I think maybe Will. Anyways, there's a bunch of them in a room together. It was some late night. I don't remember when. So it must have been after the nominations because she knew she would have to go up. And they were thinking it was going to be this comp that it was. They were thinking it was going to be the rope thing. Like, whatever. They must have gotten a hint.
Yeah, they had talked about it.
Yeah. So they were talking one night. And of course, Ashley was like, oh, I'm never going to be able to, beat Keanu and all this stuff.
That's true.
But Vince and him and Morgan both, and maybe because of their backgrounds or whatever, they were like, oh no, this is what you do. And they were telling her, I don't know you guys, because I didn't actually see it tonight. That part, I did not see the actual comp. I just heard the Keanu one. But what they were telling her to do was to, right. They were telling her to like pull her rope to her first and then do, step around or do whatever, and then pull the rope to you and proceed like that. Like they were giving her a technique. I don't remember exactly.
But anyway, I just wanted to mention that. Bring the rope with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had. Yeah, they were very adamant about bring the rope with you.
I
don't know if she did that because I did not see that tonight. But
that competition would have been suited for Ava. Perfectly for her.
Oh yeah.
Because I know.
I don't think she's fast enough for that.
Well,
I don't either.
You haven't seen her run around. I seen her run around. She's just hides everything she could do.
Yeah.
She wants people to see how strong she is. Remember last season, there was a smaller person that went really fast and then almost won. It was, because remember we look at the wrong side winning,
Yeah.
end up being the other person. But she
Yeah.
did it very well. So I
Yeah,
think
she did.
Ava would have been in there, and even Morgan would have been in there. Would have been a different story.
Morgan's quick.
Yeah, she's crazy quick, actually.
Yeah. She hustles.
Well, she's an
Except for
athlete.
the wall.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the wall.
No, I mean like her energy she puts in.
I'm just teasing her.
Anyway, I'm
Well, you're not
looking
wrong.
forward. Anyway, I'd like to see Ashley win the HOH. I want to see what she wants. I want to see her do. She needs a resume.
What?
Do
What do you want to
something, yeah,
see
make
her
a
do?
move.
She got
Exactly.
safety. She got safety early on. She
Mm-hmm.
survived. So she wins comps. She won safety early on.
Well,
Used
you
her
guys
social
got to
game.
remember something.
They voted
Someone
to keep
else is
her
going to
over
walk out
Will.
the house. By the way, someone else is going to walk out of the house, just like Rachel.
I heard.
So
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
Expect the unexpected.
Well, they do need to get rid of people fast.
Yeah.
It's not
because
the
it's the end of
challenge.
the
And
season.
remember, you guys, it's not the challenge. It's Big Brother.
Yeah, I can see how people can compare it. I don't agree. I mean, when they say something like that, I don't agree with it necessarily.
Not everybody is able to do all these things. Remember that.
Sure.
Yeah, of course, but they have both all kinds of competitions. So, and plus, they
Sure, but
even
not
said the
everybody could
mastermind,
pull that off, right?
right?
You
And
know
the
that, right?
exactly. But and the mastermind said at the beginning when Tyler was reading the note that he left, it said in the note, you have to win these competitions, and if you can't win these competitions, you have to rely on your social game. So he made it clear like what it was all about, which is the combination of the two. So because the combination of the two things means you have to win for power or safety, and you also have to be in the right spot on the totem pole, which unfortunately for her, she wasn't anyone else's number one. And for her sake too, she could have made some different choices, like she said in tonight's interview.
No, it's just I think sometimes when you come on live, you've probably been told things not to say, and I'm pretty sure we'll find out later on how she really felt about this. This is my comment.
Well, I
That's
understand
how
how
I
she
feel.
feels, but I'm just saying what happened. So that's how it happened with the two
Yeah,
elements
it is
involved,
what it is, but I'm
social
just
and
saying this is not the
comms.
challenge.
No, but it's both social and comms, and so is the challenge, social and comms, because you won't be in the
No,
pit.
if you're very popular, it's different in the challenge. If you're popular, you get stay in the group that's popular. They don't throw you down there to participate in the challenge. That's the difference.
That's the same thing. If you're popular enough, you won't be put up for eviction.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
it's
there's still
really
a
it's a
social
different type
aspect
of
to it.
popular. They all season long. These people know each other for a year.
Yeah. Oh
Popular.
yeah. Oh yeah.
These people just walk in and do Big Brother. They don't know each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different aspect of the game.
Yeah, they've been social gaming for 20 years.
Exactly. So that's a different story. When they walk, they already know each other. They
Most
already
of the
know what they're
time,
gonna
yeah.
pick. They already know who they're gonna be with.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And then all the newbies.
well,
Yeah.
the whole thing too is that it's a thing where these are where the choices made a difference. Like for example, I get it, right? Rachel was like, Rachel and Keanu both were like, pick me because I want the full 6 minutes, right? Of course, everybody wants the full 6 minutes, but Ashley and Will were taking the opposite approach of like, you know
Yes.
what? I'm even gonna try it. I'm just gonna sit back here and hope that they all go at each other and eliminate each other before it gets to us, which was a great strategy because it worked. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then the other thing that comes into play, right, was that so Rachel's like, pick me, and Tava picks Vinny, and I think she's explained herself, right? I thought it was a brilliant move, honestly, because she didn't want the responsibility of all the other subsequent decisions. So she's like, I'm going to give it to Vinny, and then he can be responsible for that side of the house. Picking between the love triangle gals and the whatever. He can do all that, right? So Vinny gets it, and he's like, Morgan or Lauren, or, now it's getting messy. It's getting messy for poor Vinny. So Vinny's trying to juggle all that. Lauren's like, well, I want to pick Kelly because Kelly is my ally, right? So he goes, yeah, but I want you both safe. I want you and Morgan both safe. And she's like, okay, I'll pick Morgan only if Morgan says she's got to pick Kelly. And, but Morgan was hawing.
That's right.
Morgan,
exactly
so Morgan wasn't going to commit, right? But here's what I wanted to say about that. So they're all like, okay, the Morgan, Lauren, Kelly, that whole triangle. Meanwhile, that's already going to put you 3 or 4 people down. So at this point, Rachel, and I know Rachel knows this, she probably should have, I'm just saying. At this point, she should have said, you know what? Don't pick me. Don't pick me at all. Don't pick me at all. Because, like, if you guys are all going to fight over, I'll go up first or second, but I ain't going third or fourth. Those are the risky slots, the third, fourth, and fifth, okay? It's like, no, then I'm not going to go. And I would have advocated to just not go. And honestly, I do believe that Keanu or Kelly would have gone home. But they were all so focused on the order, like that they all had to play, and they didn't. Like Will and Ashley weren't even a part of this. They're just like, kicking back. Like, no, we're not even going to go at all, and we're going to be safe. So like, and the other ones were fighting over it. Honestly, Keanu and Kelly should have really gotten caught in the crossfire, but they did not, because Rachel was so pushing, to go instead of thinking, you know what? Don't push to go, because now we're already 3 or 4 in. The other thing
nobody could put words into her mouth. First of all, when you haven't played a game, and if personally I wouldn't play the game the same way as her, but she played a game the best way she know how. And sometimes
I understand.
But I'm just saying that was like, I wish he had. Sometimes you do not expect those games to happen when they're not supposed to, and maybe she got caught off guard like everybody else in that house, right? And then expected that the way that.
But here's the other thing.
And when okay, but can you let me finish?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right? And I'm just saying she got caught off guard of all this stuff, right? And then maybe when it was her time to go, she's not reflecting on what the time is. She's not reflecting on it. I'm just gonna go and take a chance because I'm stressed already. I just want to get this over with and get it over with. If I do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't. And then who's going to be next? I don't know if she would have picked someone. I don't even know who she would have picked next. And if she thinks Keanu, because she probably thinks Keanu could finish that. Right? Because he's fast. And Keanu would have picked who? I don't know who he would have picked after that.
The other thing that was played into this was the fact that when Morgan was, when they were debating, and Morgan's like, she didn't want to pick Kelly, right? And a lot of it, I think, was she didn't want to pick Kelly, obviously, because Kelly was Lauren's friend, which I understand. This is all the social shit, right? Pardon my French. This is all the social stuff. So in any case, they were all focused on that order, and then Morgan just goes, I'll pick Rachel. But even before she said that, Morgan, right, is a Division I, whatever athlete, right? She's an athlete. Now, she did the thing, and she should have known better because she knows that she's capable on this kind of a thing. And she goes and she tells Rachel, she convinces Rachel, she goes, oh, it's really easy. I had a minute to spare. And she's telling her all this stuff, which I really think, because I could see Rachel.
I got to reply for that.
But real quick, I could see Rachel nodding her head like, oh, okay. Because Morgan's like, you can do this. When really, I don't think Morgan should have done that. Because if she hadn't, she could have picked Keanu or Kelly instead, and it never even would have gotten to Rachel because they'd have been eliminated before that. But anyway, they were just so focused on that order at the beginning, not thinking through that there weren't a lot of minutes left, and you didn't need to take that risk of even doing it. Anyway, that was just my opinion.
Well,
So there was a lot of
I want to reply to that saying that,
oh yeah,
first of all, Vince did not pick her. And her mind was, all over the place. I think she was not even thinking about the time with all this stuff. Oh, I'm capable to do better than Rachel. All she was thinking, probably about, she was still mad of what Vince just did to her. He picked her first. And all she had, every time she was
right.
talking
I know
about
she
something,
saw
it was
rage.
about that. It was all about that. He picked her.
Oh, I know.
Her
She
head
was
was not even in the
very
game
upset
anymore.
with that.
All she was
Very
thinking
jealous of
about,
that. Yes.
okay, make sure my guys are going in and they get to stay in the game, because Rachel's acting over and over instead of like thinking for a second and not thinking about what she ended up there and so mad at the other one. Oh, wait a minute. If I could do it this fast, maybe she can. That's why she did. She decided
Well,
that
you know
way. She's
what?
not thinking
To be
about
honest,
that process.
if
She's
they,
thinking about the other process.
if they were thinking about their group that much, then you know what they should have done? Regardless that Ava picked Vinny, forget that. So Vinny's next. If they all cared about each other so much, Vinny should have picked Rachel. But since he didn't and he picked Lauren, Lauren could have picked Rachel. And then Morgan, oh, I'm going to pick Rachel. I just said, if I'm Rachel, I would have said,
There's no way
don't
in
pick
her
me now.
hell. There's
I just said,
no
don't
way
pick
in
me
this
now because
world
it's too far down.
Lauren would
But
have picked Rachel.
but
Never
Rachel
in a
was
million years.
volunteering for it when it was like 4 in already. Like, I wish she hadn't have done that. Like she was
Well,
at that point, I would have said, no,
how would you
don't.
want her to play this game from the beginning? She's entitled to go first. She was there. She has 10 minutes to ask someone's question. That's how you play the game. If you don't go to try the chance to be the first person, what's the point of being there? She did exactly what she's supposed to. She wanted to go first, and she tried her best to get there. It didn't happen that way.
But they didn't pick
all.
her first, is what I mean. And so
Well,
when
that's
that
what I'm
happens,
just saying to you. She
gotta
tried her
adapt.
best with Ava, but Ava, oh my gosh, she touched me. That crap. You know what I mean?
No, that I understand. I'm just talking about the order of things, and that
Well,
when it
that's what
wasn't
I'm trying to
going.
explain to you. If Ava would have picked Rachel first instead of being a big baby about everything.
But she didn't.
Did not.
And so since she didn't, Rachel should not have volunteered to go. I just said, okay, one of you guys go.
She complained about Vince all season long. She had the one chance to get rid of him right there. But she didn't do it. She put him first.
Well, it was a lot of decisions that led to the thing. It was not like one thing. It was like a lot of dynamics that all went wrong together. It was the Morgan getting upset about Lauren. It was the fact that they weren't putting Rachel first on their list. They were putting her third and fourth on their list. And Rachel not realizing or not thinking through that, hey, these people don't have me first. So I don't want to volunteer to go at all. Then I'll sit with the Will and Ashley's over here. I mean, that would have been my play, but I'm just saying, I mean, it's unfortunate, but like Kelly or Keanu would have gone home had she not advocated to go. Like they were fighting so hard to go instead of taking the option to not go, because at that point, so much time had gone by. But, it played out as it did, I guess. But I thought Tyler handled it really well. And I thought Rachel handled it really well. She handled it very, she handled it really well when she was very, very calm, very nice about it. Like, and I thought Tyler handled it very professionally and he gave her a hug. And, I thought they handled it as best they could. I mean, it wasn't planned, it just happened with how things played out, and they were all, talking about the orders and stuff, and that's how it played out. I personally was wishing that Rachel had won that first part, and she wouldn't have been in that position to begin with. Ava was really quick on that first part. I feel like the part where they slid the thing across the board, that had a lot to do with it too. Like I even think in that one that Keanu was in second. I feel like, if I recall right, that it was between Ava and Keanu. I don't even know how Rachel did, because I don't even know if they ended up showing the scoring of that first part, which was the part where you got to pick. I don't even recall where Rachel landed.
I was already annoyed it was like a competition like that.
Yeah.
So I was just like, no.
Anyway.
You waited all long for the show to come back.
Yeah, right. Everyone on the edge of their seats.
So this week should be excellent. I can't wait for the HOH tonight.
Me too. Midnight it is. Just a little bit longer.
Yeah, right?
And
Yeah,
then
as far as
go ahead.
As far as who I least likely want to see as HOH, I guess it would be I was giving a lot of thought to that, and it has since escaped me.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay, who do you not want to win HOH?
That's what I mean, the least likely person. Because I want to see Vince win, and I want to see Ashley win. So and they're on two different sides.
Yeah.
Keanu most likely could win. He's probably...
I think you feel more Kelly. You don't want Kelly to win.
Well, I don't mind Kelly winning, because I want to see what she wants to do. Just like Ashley, I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see what they're going to do.
I'm with
you.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wouldn't want her in a final 2 or anything, but
yeah.
But winning an HOH, I wouldn't mind seeing.
Well, Morgan and Ashley are due.
Morgan. I don't know if Morgan...
And Ava was mad, so I wouldn't be surprised if she wins something. So
she already did. Yeah, she already won. So.
Well, it wasn't just safety.
Will threw that to her. She had one turn and Will threw it to her. So in my mind, she hasn't won anything yet.
Right. I agree with
play,
you.
Right? She gets to play.
I agree.
Well, she won the right to pick the first person and the safety.
Well, yeah, that was the most important thing to win, was right there.
Man.
Yeah, the person who picks the order.
That shuffleboard style.
That was the
whooped Keanu's ass.
She even surprised herself. I don't think she expected to win that. She even surprised herself.
I don't know, man. Just one shot. That's how the edit looked anyway.
That was
down the pew, pew, pew.
That was perfect. That was the thing to win. That was the thing to win, was the first part. And then you had all the power to pick the rest of it. And I just, like I said, I must say, I do believe her choice of Vinny for her game. I know how people feel about Vinny, but for Ava's game, I thought that was a brilliant choice. It's like, take it away from my hands. I'm going to give it to the other side of the house. I thought it was brilliant. Make him pick the love triangle people. Make him be responsible for everything that happens after. Because notice, no one's really blaming Ava, I don't think, for the Rachel thing, because it was really Vinny, Lauren, Morgan. They were responsible for the Rachel thing. And technicality.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I just thought it was brilliant. Like what she said, she goes, hey, I don't even want this mess. You know what? I didn't know what I was winning. I wanted my safety. That's all I care about. I don't want the responsibility of this stuff. I'm going to give it to Vinny. Because he's part of their side. Let their side fight it out.
Yeah, but I mean, is there anything to show that Rachel would have gotten this if she had all of the time? It looked to me like she wasn't even close.
Okay. Yeah, so, well, here's the thing, and you guys can all find it online, I'm sure. I've heard stuff that Rachel has said, but I've also heard the Tyler one, right? Whether people like Tyler or not. I happen to like Tyler. But anyway, he was saying, in all fairness, you guys, he said, in his opinion, okay, and he says it, he said he could already tell when she walked in that, he goes, I was trying to look at her, like, pump her up, like, give her energy. He goes, because she was coming in looking sort of defeated. These are his words, okay? He said, I could already tell that this was occurring. He said, but I was trying to, like, pump her up, like, you got this. He goes, He goes, I'm not allowed, obviously, to talk to, to say certain things. He said, but I was doing what I could, just trying to vibe it for her. He goes, so she gets in there, and he goes, and he said she right away she was struggling with getting it through the first whatevers. And he said what happened is he said she kept, like, what do you call, she kept doubling
She kept
down on
going
the
back and forth. Yeah.
yeah, she was doubling down on the technique that she was doing instead of doing something else. Basically, he said, I was thinking, oh my gosh, you're doing the same. He goes, you got to switch direction. He goes, and I wanted to say that to her so bad. He goes, but I can't. I'm not allowed. Obviously, I can't
Yeah.
show bias. He goes, but I was like, the other direction, because he said, because really, he thought that she did have a good amount of time, but she was just, I think it was the pressure of it and stuff. She was just sort of stuck in her zone of it has to go this certain way instead of adapting that I got to switch this up like right now because what I'm doing is not working.
Yeah.
And he told me, he told on his interview podcast, whatever. I don't remember where I saw it. You'll find it. But anyway, he said, had she had just switched, her technique or switched direction, he said, I think that she had time. It's just
Well,
that,
because she kept going from side to side to side instead of
yeah,
doing a full rotation and then the
right,
other way, a full rotation. And she even
right.
said it herself, I think, in the interview.
I
Like if
think
she
she
had
did.
realized
Somewhere
that
she had said that.
earlier, yeah, it might have been
Yeah.
a different story if she realized it earlier.
So maybe Morgan was right. She figured she did have enough time. But really, if Morgan was serious about trying to save Rachel, then Morgan really should have given, honestly, I would have, if it was my friend in the game, I would have given them a little advice on how to do it. Not that I wouldn't have been there and been like, oh, well, you can do it. I'd have been like, okay, you're going to want to do this. And you're
Oh, I
going
thought she did that a little bit.
oh,
I thought
did
she
she?
was
Because
like, and you
I
have
didn't
to do
catch
this and
any.
this, and you have to do it like this. Like I thought
Oh,
that's what,
okay. If she did that, okay, good. Yeah, somehow I missed that. Then
maybe
I
it
thought maybe
wasn't to
she,
Rachel.
but because I thought, hopefully she would give her technique, on doing it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the thing to win was that first part, right, Ed? That was the thing to win. I'd have really tried that.
Nobody threw anything
shuffleboard
to her, and she completely
And then
dominated.
Rachel could have
And
picked the order. How about that?
she didn't just win it. I mean, she destroyed Keanu's second place.
Oh, totally. Yes, she was great at that. I wonder if she did bowling or something in her real life. Like you always wonder what they have in their backgrounds that helps with whatever, I was just wondering. I wonder what she's done in her real life that's kind of similar, maybe. Maybe she's got some skills there.
I'm looking at the question or the statement, I guess, posed from our chat. Cass, wash. And I'm looking here, and just to read it out. It says, "I mean, you should take responsibility. Keep your people safe." Let me just say, I agree with that 100%. I'm all about getting with some folks and being loyal to them through the game. It's the second part here that I really want to address. Do you, Colleen? I appreciate you. Say, I just want to at least finish this sentence, please, if it's okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
There's just one more, and then we don't even have to answer it. You can just go.
It's okay.
Okay, here we go. You want less people there who will put you up. Now, I guess what I would say to that is at what point in the game, I mean, at some point, people are going to put you up because they think you can beat them. There comes a point when they're not putting you up because they think they can beat you. When does that dynamic changes at some point in the game? It's not right now.
Yeah,
I would say around 5 or so is when it gets to the point where you have to start eliminating the people that it's not necessarily the ones that won't put you up, because those people are the ones that think they can beat you. You got to start putting up people that that even if they will put you up, your allies. That's when you got to start turning on folks. But
Oh, yeah.
in a discreet way, I guess, in my mind. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at right now. I agree with what you're saying, but I think there's a line that gets the dynamic switches.
Well, that's the whole vibe about like I want to play a loyal game. I want to blah blah blah. But it's like you want original Big Brother. That's original Big Brother. Lie, cheat, steal, manipulate, bounce checks. Cash checks
I
and
like
no
that.
good. So it's different strategies. So I guess it all depends on what you're interested in watching. Because for me, without somebody like crossing the line to being a complete asshole, I like to see that kind of using others' personalities.
That's where I'm at, I guess. I mean, I don't like the way Vince is playing the game, but I acknowledge he's playing the game better than anyone else in the house. He's playing it at an extreme level. And,
well, he's playing hard, yeah.
Yeah, and he's playing at an extreme level. And I appreciate the just the passion he puts into play and the way he's willing to demean himself to win the game.
I think that part's unintentional.
Whatever.
The demeaning himself part.
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that
he planned it this way.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That's his thing. And that nobody recognizes him from at home. He's like, that's not the Vince I know.
There's just something about you and a mustache, man. We can't get you away.
I know, that's so funny. I like the detective eggshell thing. That'll always be my favorite.
He's a character. And not only that, but like people like Vince. They're willing to throw their
I give $50 to whoever shave his freaking mustache when he's sleeping.
Well, if it ever happens, they know who to ask.
$50 American to whoever shave his mustache in there while he's sleeping.
Yeah, when the situation is about Ava, just to summarize this next part here, then that changes because that's not at 5. That's still like at the jury phase, just the start of the jury phase. That's too soon to be turning on your people right there, or at least getting rid of the people that aren't going to get rid of you. Yeah, she picked wrong. I mean, I get you, man. I didn't think she was going to win this game of Big Brother. I thought she might get an AFP, and I'm not going to change up now, but it's her. My opinion of her has changed from when it was. Because there's people that I like more than I did her. She was just very, at the time that I made the bet, she was very likable and enjoyable.
Fun.
And I felt something. Right? This was before she won her first HOH. She had any kind of power, anything like this. And I really just dug her vibe. And, I was one of the people that from the interview was like, I like Ava. I don't know what it is. I just hope the house gives her a big enough opportunity to, give her enough weeks in the house for her to, get her. And they did. So that's what endeared me to that very much. But to see her now switch over like this, it's crazy. That's
Well, I have a question. I have a question. I guess I'll ask it to Kaz in the chat. Hey, Kaz. Anyways, my question would be: okay, so Ava made her own strategy call that she made, right? Where she calls, she gives it to Vinny. What I would ask: what order do you think Vinny should have gone to protect Rachel or whatever is the goal? What order should he have gone? Because everyone's saying they don't like the order. What order should have occurred, do you think?
I think their point is that Ava shouldn't have picked Vinny in the first place.
Well, then
they're still trying to wrap their head around that.
Here's the thing. My counter argument would be they shouldn't have let Ava win that power in the first place. They all should have tried a little harder to maybe get that first part, and then they'd have the power.
Well, yeah.
That's always the answer.
Yeah. Right?
what she wanted to do for herself and her thing, you know.
But
Here's the
but
thing.
how is picking Vince first for herself? That's
I don't
where
know.
we get at.
We'll
Doesn't
see
make
how
sense.
didn't want to.
She
and we aren't
hated
even
him.
gonna
All season,
know
she
till
didn't
the
like
end.
this guy. All season long, she didn't like this guy.
Keanu.
And she picked him first.
And your number one ally is
Keanu.
asking you to pick
No,
me
she
first.
didn't like Vince either.
Well,
she
that's
found
what
that
I
Vince
mean.
was
So
too-
of those people, she didn't want to give Keanu or Rachel the benefit of giving them that safety or that opportunity. She was annoyed with both of them.
Exactly.
And so they both begged her, and she was like, I'm not picking either of
annoyed
you.
when someone's using the bathroom before her.
And gave it to Vince, of all people,
Yeah,
because he's sitting there
that's her
quiet
choice.
for the first time in his life.
And that's the power you get when you win the first part of sort of a, you know,
Is
a
that enough to
competition
win the
thing.
game?
That's the power you get.
About that. What she did was, excuse me, hello. Why did she not pick Lauren? I think Cass is right. Why did she not pick Lauren?
Because I don't think she wanted to out her alliance, to be honest.
Maybe.
Oh my God, out my line, but you picked Vince.
Yeah, but that's always
everybody thought at the beginning she was with him.
Right?
But here's the other thing I have to explain. I mean, I don't have to explain. Everybody knows this. I'm going to throw this out there. Please don't send hate my way. What I'm going to say is all these people, all of them, like you said, Ed, there's a lot of parts about Vinny that I find entertaining. He is playing the game, whether people like him or not. All the things. Ava, all the things. These people, all of them, every single person that's been evicted up to this point, Zay, first out, right? Adrian, early on, Pat Riley, all of them, they're all here to play their game. They want $750K. That's why they're here. I mean, this is going to sound mean. I don't mean it to sound mean, but these people are not here to play, because a lot of times they've spent half the game playing for Rachel, playing for Rachel to stay, for Rachel to make jury. I thought these people were all crazy. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Play for yourselves. I mean, I'm just being objective here. Don't play for the returning player. I mean, but I'm saying, but the audience seems to be very upset that people weren't protecting her. Well, they're about protecting themselves. And now obviously all their decisions aren't correct, but they're doing what they think is best for them at the time. That's why they're making these decisions, because they're believing that these decisions are best for them. They're not here to play someone else's game necessarily, right? Unless your boyfriend, girlfriend, I suppose. But I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I've seen some of these like showmances, right? Where like, or even like going back seasons to the Brendan Rachel thing, where the other one does seem to be playing for the other one. But outside of that, you're playing for your own self. And so you're not really thinking of, you know, I got to protect these big players. I get protecting alliances. I understand all of that. But I'm just saying people seem to be responding in a way that people should have done everything they could to protect Rachel. That's not their job. I mean, I'm just saying. Anyway, here comes
but
the
Cass but Ava and Lauren aren't they in an alliance? You guys, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, Ava, Lauren, and Kelly.
So then Ava picking Vinny, she knows he's probably going to pick Lauren or Morgan. So like she said, the blood's not on her hands by giving that decision to Vince.
She knows he's going to do that. She don't care.
And he ended up actually picking Lauren and not Morgan, but with the promise that Lauren would pick Morgan. So that X's out like all of Lauren's allies, and she did a favor for Vinny again and picked his ally in Morgan. She followed through, I'm saying.
But at the end of the day, all these people prioritized other people. They didn't prioritize Rachel, is my point.
The way she played exactly. Listen, she played a great game.
Yeah.
It's not about prioritizing.
No one's saying she
didn't prioritize.
I agree with
you.
The
way she played their head to play for her. That's how she played them. Just like you say, the other one, Mr. Mustache, is controlling all these girls. She did the same thing for all these players.
But it didn't work well enough.
Can I finish speaking?
Sure.
To me, that's why she was doing, puppeting everybody. All right? And that's what she would, to me, If that backdoor thing didn't happen, she would have won this game.
Maybe, unless the double came and got her.
Yeah,
Wow.
you never know.
Exactly. That the production makes sure I never know that.
And if
Oh,
my
for the
Adrian
double?
had got to say, Adrian would have won the whole thing. My poor boy Adrian. I'm still rooting for you, Adrian. Come back, come back. All stars. Even though you only got a few weeks in.
I mean, regardless of how it turned out for us, the fans, isn't it better for every person in the house that Rachel's out?
Yeah.
Yes. It's helpful to all of them. Now they all have a chance. Exactly right.
Again,
That's really what they should have done. They should have done that week too. They should have done that week too. Rachel did really good though. I mean, obviously she stayed off the block.
Who benefited the most with Rachel being?
Oh.
Was it
Oh
Vince?
gosh.
Well, she was a bigger target than all her final twos.
At this point, all the big players were gone. Like all the players, you know, Zach's gone, Adrian's gone, Zay's gone, you know, Kat's gone, Mickey's gone.
Yeah, but
like
who in the house
gone.
now benefits most from her being gone?
Yeah, is it Vince?
Oh, I would definitely say Keanu.
Not Keanu.
I would say that.
Vince?
Yeah.
Or
Keanu and Vinny, probably. I would think both of them, but I would say Keanu.
Because they were kind of working together somewhat, or not, maybe a little. But her and Vince were never kind of really. Well, they were the judges, weren't they?
Whatever
So
that
they
was.
were. Yeah, is that just a name? Is that just a cool name that had some cool people in it at the midway point, or is that a thing?
Well, two of them are gone tonight, like this week.
I have something funny to say. And hey, Kaz, you might like this. What if, and no one has brought this up, what if you guys in that Mystere, what is it called? Mystere, Hotel Mystere, whatever. What if tonight Ava wins HOH? Then, what you're saying, it might have been a smart move. I see you're saying that it wasn't a smart move. It might not have been, but it might have been. It's going to depend how this all ends up, because whoever wins, everyone's going to look back and go, oh, I guess they did know what they were doing, because at the end, they won. So I always hold out, because you don't know till the end if all the little steps that took you to the end made a difference or not. Do you know what I mean? You don't know if they're good decisions until you're at the end. And then everything you did was obviously a good decision. You know what I mean?
I think one good thing for Ava in this situation is that her friends are in the jury, and her friends who are level-headed are in the jury.
Right.
And it wasn't her direct, she wasn't the direct cause of them going home.
Exactly.
So
and that
I think
her
this,
strategy.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
And Will's her Betsy. Will's going to vote for her.
Will said in the exit interview with Julie at the end
that he wants her to win.
He wishes Ava would win the game.
So I don't think her moves have been all that dumb, to be honest. I mean, I know I'm with the rest of you. I've seen her behavior, all the rest of it. But I'm just talking about the game itself. These might be moves that are good for her, you know?
Maybe.
I mean,
Rachel didn't say it as passionately, but she said something similarly about wanting to see her win.
Yeah. So, hey, and then everybody will look back and go, oh, these moves were the right moves.
And what did she say to Rachel tonight? She's like, when you were in there, what did you say to Keanu? Did you tell him, like, what was the thing that everybody was quoting her saying to him? Like, do it for... What did she say that Rachel said to Keanu on her way out? Nobody else saw this post?
I mean, I saw that there was a thing, but I don't know exactly what she had said.
Okay, it was something. Okay, so it's just something like do it for me, or go get them, Keanu. And then on stage tonight, Julie's like, oh, so you said go get them, Keanu. And she says, no, I actually believe I said something more like, don't embarrass me, Keanu.
What? Oh,
I
really?
laughed.
Don't embarrass me.
Don't
And then, like,
embarrass me.
if everyone's crying about it and crying, and Julie says to Rachel, like, so are you, like, I know you've been working together, and do you think you screwed him over by saying something like that? She's like, oh, can I still screw him over? Like, she was all about the game part of it and wasn't taking these things
Yes, that's so
personal.
funny. I love
So
that.
it was kind of nice to hear that from that conversation from the two of them.
So, are we looking forward to Will's full on interview or post interview?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just it'll be similar to Rachel's, though, right? It's just questions being asked to jury members and them having to respond to them, not the one-on-ones like the pre-jurors got.
Yeah. Well, he got his one-on-one on stage.
Sure, with Julie.
Yeah.
And then I saw that Mike Bloom did just like I posed these questions to Rachel in the jury house. She answered them.
Oh, all the exit interviews from the podcasters.
So I did see, or at least that was on in the background. I didn't really get a focus on it too much, but just that she was acknowledging things that are pretty known about. She just reflected on the fact that she's grown as a player, that she's different than she was in 12 and 13, and her approach is different. That she had to use her social game. That she, all the different things that all of us have mentioned and said, which I thought was nice to see her self-awareness in that. And yeah, I'm going to miss her, man, because I wasn't really a huge Rachel Riley fan. I guess I'm not still really a huge fan, but I'm a fan now. So I'll acknowledge that this season has made me a fan of hers. So I'll give her the flowers.
Same here. Very great fan. I really admire this woman now.
That's nice.
So she made me a fan.
Yeah,
I can feel all the love.
Game.
Yeah, better game this year.
Yeah.
All right,
well, don't
folks.
worry, you'll get to see more of her because CBS will have her on Survivor, I don't know, whatever.
Well,
whatever other ones are coming up or new ones being developed. You'll see her again.
Before we sign off, is there anything that any updates on our HOH competition?
I don't know.
Nothing that I can see.
I can't view it right now. I had difficulty having.
It won't be up yet, you guys, because it's only 8:30 here in Cali, so it won't be yet. I don't think it'll be till 9 for you guys.
I wish it was 8:30 here.
I
would have
know.
more hours of sleep.
I know.
It's only 8:30 right now, or 8:39 or whatever it is.
Okay. The live feed just has the cat or dog or something.
Yeah.
Dog.
Just the pets.
Yeah, because they're gonna wait till it finishes airing.
It's a cat.
It'll be in another 20 minutes.
It's a cat. I see it.
Breaking news, it's a cat.
Oh, that's a dog. That's a dog, though.
Oh, switch to a dog.
Okay, so so I guess there's not much word. Anybody have any last thoughts? Anybody have any thing they want to get out there before we take off? D, any last words?
I hope there's a better result tonight, and some people get some sleep and some rest and less stressful night, and maybe a good player win and put up some heavy people, and let's see what happened after that.
Colleen?
Oh no, I'm looking forward to this week. So they'll have a lot of stuff going on. I can't wait to see how it all plays out. And HOH is going to be a big part of that.
All right. And
Shout
Lisa,
out-
you want to
Shout out to all
the
my
socials?
peaches in the A. Did you guys see Cat Wash? That's fantastic. Shout out to all my peaches.
All right, you guys. Well, please come find us on X and Instagram at lockedinrealitytv. Mostly X, to be honest with you. And we try to live post during the episodes and try to keep you updated in between as well. And always post the notifications for these live videos on there too. So come follow us, check it out. And thanks so much for coming tonight. I had a good time, guys.
All
Yay, me too.
right.
Good night.
Okay. And I guess
Night,
we'll
night,
see
night.
everyone on our next episode, which is Saturday, 10 p.m. Come see us at Saturday for our casino night, where we put the bets in place and try to make this final push for the grand champion of Big Brother.
And the people in the audience could also participate with us to put bets on.
Yeah,
Cool.
nothing stopping any of you from putting your suggestions in the chat. Be happy to place a bet for you.
Awesome.
All right. Okay, well, everybody, you have a good night, and I guess we'll see you on Saturday. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Good night. See you.
Night.
Good night. Bye.